Hola y bienvenidos a otro vídeo del Within Wave. Estamos por aquí para continuar por donde lo hemos dejado en el anterior vídeo. Que no sé cuánto nos quedará, si poco, mucho o nada. Ahora lo veremos. Pero ya vamos más de 2 horas de vídeo y tampoco quería alargar más el asunto. Entre que yo que ya estaba un poquitín espesito y eso, pues mejor dejarlo antes de quemarme, si os parece. Vamos a continuar con la historia.
I'm sorry, Lady Carlotta. I've just confirmed with the office that Mr. Capello is not in the vault.
I see. That's quite all right. Please inform me the moment he returns.
Understood.
Oh, Rover. I'm afraid we've hit a slight snag. I just learned that Uncle Capello was called away on pressing matters, so we won't be able to see him at the moment. This does alter our plans, but worry not. I already have some other surprises up my sleeve. Please, come with me. We need more privacy. Rover, remember Gilberto? Yes. Thanks to you and Miss Zani, he could not escape and is now in our custody. The family gave him a rather spirited welcome. As it happens, his bravado crumbled quite quickly. Once he saw the Nimbus Sanctum restored, he sang like a canary. Your quick action has secured us vital intelligence. To put it simply, Gilberto revealed that we have traitors in our family. Which is not entirely surprising. Our family has always had its cracks. Given the right incentives or pressures, human weaknesses are all too easily exploited. I'd actually begun to look into this matter before your arrival at the vault. And now it's confirmed that the traitors are in the vault's tuning room, doing what they believe to be secretive with the help of the Fraxters. Now they probably won't even notice us with their attention fixed on the property room. I guess that they're desperately destroying any evidence against the Phasalia family and the Order. Thank you. Right. As for the next move, I have a plan. There's an alternate passage into the vault leading straight to where they are. We can surprise them when they least expect it. But I can't manage this alone. I could really use your help. I'm glad I have you with me, Rover. Please, take a moment to prepare, and I'll see you at the entrance.
Ah, my dear friend, we meet again. Ah, of course not. If my pocket was too full, a bank would suffice. I'm here for a bit of inspiration, that's all. Why not? Given that the Carnival performances always revolve around order law, perhaps a touch of secular themes might be refreshing. Maybe a tale of a shrewd moneylender, undone by a trite legal technicality. True, but that's why some inspiration could be useful. Well, I suppose I can't hide it from you. I'm here for the auction, hoping to acquire some rare, ancient manuscripts. Oh, speaking of scripts, did you have the chance to read mine? The one with the maiden? Please, I'd love to hear your thoughts. It's the climax of the play. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Anyway, I appreciate your thoughts. Let's hope I outdo myself with the next one. Until the Carnival, traveler from afar.
Good. There's no time to waste. Good. There's no time to waste.
Everything has been taken care of, Lady Carlotta. Here is the jewelry and perfume you requested.
Perfect. Thank you, Miss Zani. But I have one more task for you. One of utmost importance. I need you to guard the property room and stop anyone who attempts to break in. Whatever it takes. By force, if necessary.
Is someone targeting the evidence?
Relax. It's only a precaution.
Leave it to me. I'll make sure no one touches the evidence.
Rover, we've implemented a two-tier security system. Once inside, please hold your position until I signal. I'll clear the path for you from above. Then you may need to use the terminal to unlock the path on my side. Sadly, yes. Our family built this vault with the foresight of possible betrayal. Most family members only know how to pass one of the two layers. And alliances forged amid all these locks tend to breed treachery and mistrust. To enter the vault without being trapped to death, two people must have absolute trust in each other. So, do you trust me, Rover? Very good. I can work with that. Now, let's go. Can you hear me, Rover?
Loud and clear.
Just a moment. I need to access the upper control room to unlock the door on your end. Cameras here. Good thing I came prepared. Recall the jewelry I asked for? In family parlance, it's this handy little tool that generates crystals to cover these cameras and blind them for a while. Done, but won't last long. I have to keep moving. This craftsmanship. A wise investment. Yttrium dancers on patrol here. Luckily, they can be trapped with the crystals as well. It worked. But I must be careful. The security level ahead will increase. How did these artifacts get here? Strange. I'm seeing some scatterprisms here. Ornaments. That's what they were designed to be. But they can also amplify my resonance power. Might be useful at some point. Even the surveillance cameras have increased. This bodes ill.
So if jewelry set means this gadget, what about perfume?
Just another weapon. For my family, many things must be kept discreet. And it's not always verbal. Sometimes a glance or a gesture can speak volumes. Which, of course, demands a deep mutual understanding. Found some prisms here. I'll use them to pass through. An absurd, impudent display. Can you keep up? Can you keep up? Start small to build big. Can you keep up? Can you keep up? I'm in the control room. Just a moment. Switching view to your side now.
Pensaba que se había bugueado esto.
Done.
Qué lagazo.
The door before you should be open. Beyond the door, you should find the other control room. Beware of the patrolling echoes.
Let's have fun!
Watch and learn. My field of expertise.
Let's have fun!
My field of expertise.
Noticing
Tear them to pieces. I've had enough. Get lost.
bloom from ashen shell!
Grover, there should be a monitor you can operate. Let me know once you find it.
I'm at the monitor.
Give me a moment. I'll upgrade your access so you have control of the vault system. Looks like some echoes are approaching. Stay alert.
Zap string. On. Watch and learn. My field of expertise.
Listen up! Let's have fun! Feed my blossoms, self-deceivers!
Tear them to pieces. My field of expertise.
Can you see me?
Clear as day.
I need to cross the hall from above. People might spot me if I make too much noise. So, could you maneuver these chandeliers to form a pathway for me? Wonderful. Wait, the chandelier doesn't seem to be positioned properly. Well done. Splendid. I've made it across. It's my turn now. I'll see you in a moment.
Can you keep up? Can you keep up? Start small to build big. Still recognize me? Glory demands more. Quickly and swiftly. In the name of the Montellis. Still recognize me? Improvise. Can you keep up? The door should be open, Rover, and we'll soon meet. Rover? Looks like the signal's been jammed. Thank the Sentinel it didn't set off the central alarm. I should still be under the radar. Phew, and it saved me some footwork. Path is blocked. Wall dashing seems to be the only option. Is that a screen? Perhaps I can use grapple to pull it over.
The future of Renacita rests with all of us. And the Montellis will make sure everyone has an equal share of it. Raguna will enter a new era united. United under the promise of our terminals.
Huh.
Carlotta? Hello? The comms are cut off. She must be in trouble. Gotta hurry up.
The lovely smell of all my prey.
My field of expertise.
Crooning. Let's have fun.
Need to get rid of them fast.
Time to wrap it up. My field of expertise.
Photosynthesis.
Good. There's no time to waste. No mercy. My field of expertise.
Bloom.
Zap string. It's our curtain.
The lockdown is lifted. I need to keep moving.
Esperar unos segunditos. Tenemos aquí a Miko que quiere jugar. Quiere hacer un resorte. Que Miko se cree que un poco como un perro. Le he enseñado a una de mis gatas a lanzarle pelotas y resortes y estas cosas. Y va a buscarlas.
Zap string. My field of expertise.
Y como ya es de noche, pues es cuando están las cartas más activas.
Fruit of evolution. Luminous energy. That's a fun. Drafting sucker.
Por aquí es por donde hemos venido. Aquí vale, que
Good.
encontré.
There's no time to waste.
Super trampa.
Listen up. Fruit of evolution. Sprout of budding seeds. That's a fun.
Watch and learn. My field of expertise. Good. There's no time to waste.
Impeccable timing, Rover. You never disappoint. I noticed surprise in your eyes. Let me guess. That's quite some skill for a lady of nobility. In fact, beyond being the second daughter of the Montelli family, I have an even more significant title. The family's executor. Be it a traitor within the family or a threat from outside, I locate, observe, and address these risks in secret and with tact. Say, the ones hiding in the tuning room. The room is that way. Time to see what kind of mischief they're up to. Seems they've left a little surprise for us. But if they think this will stop you and me, then they're gravely mistaken. Quickly and swiftly. Improvise. You've crossed the realm. The world is mine.
My field of expertise. I'll pay it back tenfold. I've had enough. Get lost.
Leave it to me. The fruit of evolution. Life is in everything. Huh? Still recognize me. Found your weak spot. Time to
can't wait. Surrender. Victory favors me. Is that it? I'm still standing. A new era awaits. Still recognize me? Blue.
Pues me gusta, ¿eh? Cómo se juega la Carlotta esta. Está chula, está chula.
Can you keep up?
Bueno, por aquí no sé, no hay nada. Se parece a algún personaje de... que jugamos anteriormente.
Can you figure it out?
Let's try again.
Entre juego.
The frequency of the tacit discords. What
De
a
los
genius idea.
Para
I
ser
can't
más
reverse
concreto.
engineer the frequency it's using.
It seems like the key is not these flowers, but their creator. She must be an insanely powerful resonator to be able to shatter and reconstruct these frequencies.
Then we'd better speed up. Once their plan succeeds, there won't be another chance like this. Who sounded the alarm?
It's me. Most likely by mistake. I apologize for interrupting your work.
Lady Carlotta, how... What brings you here?
Oh, nothing. Just curious what you're working on. Locked away in this tuning room.
The flowers. No doubt they're from the Fraxidus.
Care to defend yourselves? While you still have the chance.
Lady Carlotta, we're just following orders.
Following orders, you say? Do you recall the very first oath we all took upon joining the family?
None shall harm the family's interests.
And?
Any who defy
shall be brought to reckoning. You've appropriated family assets and turned these echoes into ticking time bombs. Once they detonate, the countless efforts and fortunes spent on the Carnival will all vanish instantly, taking the Montelli's name and future with them.
Lady Carlotta, please, we can explain.
What's going on here? Oh, Lady Carlotta.
Just in time. I found some family traitors. But hold on. I have a few more questions for them. I will only ask once. Who are you taking orders from?
I only know he's one of the top brass in the family. Always using encrypted channels and ordering us to pick up flowers from masked strangers.
How many of these echoes have you made?
A lot. The first shipment reached the venue as early as a week ago. They look so identical to regular ones that even we can hardly tell them apart.
Good. Take them away and scrutinize all their recent transactions, including the source of every last credit. Then handle them, as per the family rules.
Yes, Mom.
I appreciate your help, Rover. I knew those tuners wouldn't dare do this alone. someone far more dangerous is pulling the strings. Using echoes to disrupt the Carnival. Having family weakness on a silver platter. Enemies within are far more deadly than those without. Their schemes won't prevail. I will not sit idly by and watch them ruin the long-awaited Carnival. We're done here. Let the guards take care of the rest. So, Miss Zani mentioned you heard the Sentinel's oracle when you met the Vitrium Dancer.
Yes. Not directly, but close enough.
The seasoned artisans in our family restored the Vitrium Dancer you retrieved and discovered something fascinating in its records. Come with me. This might answer your questions. This craftsmanship. A wise investment. Can you keep up? Can you keep up? Here we are, the true splendors of Montelli's heritage.
Are these all echoes in the cases?
Yes, and no. They are echoes, but also the promise of Renacita's future. And above all, freedom. Renacita may be a fledgling country, but it boasts centuries of history. Its foray into the wider world, however, only began a few years ago. Don't you find it peculiar? Renacita, the land of echoes, leads the world in echo technology, yet stands so insular and unadventurous. What do you suppose is behind all this?
The echoes themselves.
Sharp as always. Renacita's common echoes are bound to Genesis Nexus, making seafaring with them almost impossible. But their power is essential for dealing with tacit discords and other threats at sea. You could say the reliance on common echoes has shackled our ambitions to venture beyond our borders. To break these shackles, the Montelli family has invested in reserved terminals. It's not about short-term benefits, but the future for the whole of Raguna. The Order has monopolized the use of common echoes and kept a tight leash on reserved terminals, claiming that individual ownership would sully the sanctity of the echoes they so fervently preach about. But you see their real objective, don't you? To keep Renacita isolated so they can shape its entire narrative. And the Phasalia family has covertly aligned with the Order, aiming to crush our efforts and therefore the prospect of reserved terminals. They've even gone so far as to seek Fraxidus's aid. Such is the reality of the Land of Echoes. Whoever controls the Echoes controls Renacita. My forebears began collecting these echoes long before the vault existed, when the Montelli family was nothing more than a third-rate house ridiculed for its adventurous spirit. They ventured out to sea for trades and got their hands on terminals of the most basic model. From there, they've been tirelessly collecting echoes and advancing the technology. Brick by brick, They built this enterprise that you see today. You're probably wondering how this relates to the Vitrium Dancer. Well, the one that came to you at the Carnival rehearsal is among our family's earliest echoes. As both the first Vitrium Dancer and the prototype for the frequency tuning of all subsequent models, its value is truly unparalleled. It was never meant to be deployed, and should have been preserved here in a case forever. But somehow, it found its way to the Carnival, just to meet you.
So, you're saying...
This is no coincidence. I can only assume it was the design of Sentinel Imperator. Here are some files about the Vitrium Dancer. Perhaps they can offer you some insights. Can you keep up? I trust you've read the files. The original tacit discord for the Vitrium Dancer emerged from the frequencies of shattered stained glass in the tower ruins, a place forbidden by decree of the Order. Before the Codex era, those stained glass windows were used to depict the tales of the Sentinel. Out of all of the echoes, they chose the Vitrium Dancer to deliver their message. Because... My thoughts exactly. The Order's secrets must somehow be connected to the Sentinel's fate. The Montellis have long pursued the buried secrets of Rinascita. The Order's tampering with the Codex, and the mysterious erasure of the Age of Ignorance and the Age of Conflict from our history. If anything can break the chains around Rinascita and grant freedom to all, it must be the truth. And the quest for this truth is also part of our endeavor to restore connection with the wider world. Well, that's all I have to offer. Did you want to visit the ruins? Though I'm not sure what there is to uncover. In that case, I'll accompany you. The family will take care of everything else. Can you keep up? Can you keep up?
Oh, you're back. I've done everything you asked, Lady Carlotta. All the thugs trying to storm the room were handled.
Yes. We set a bait the traitors could never refuse. You aren't injured, are you, Mizani?
Of course not. I saw a squad of security guards charging into the vault. Did anything happen in there? Wait. No. Never mind. Best I don't know. Whatever's going on in the vault must be family business. Anyway, it's all sorted now, yes?
Yes. Now you can take a break. I've spoken with Mr. Alberto, and he's agreed to grant you a very generous vacation.
Oh, I don't really mind. My pay already came through. But vacation is always a bonus. Thank you. These adventures beat office life by a mile. What? Is that the central alarm of the vault?
Could be a backup plan from the traitors. Shall we see what delights they've cooked up for us?
Lady Carlotta, we have a situation. The Guardian Echoes deployed outside the main entrance have gone rogue for unknown reasons. We've initiated Security Protocol 4, evacuating civilians and non-combat staff. Our security teams nearby are trying to suppress the Echoes, but...
We are short-handed. Even the bank staff have been whisked away to the Carnival.
Yes, Mum. If possible, could you authorize access to the Vault's Echo collection?
That won't be necessary. I'll address this personally.
But your safety?
Don't worry. I've got her back. I'm with the bank's security team, and I've handled my fair share of these emergencies.
Thank you both. Now, let the show begin. Make it quick and clean.
Copy that.
Quickly and swiftly. Time to part ways. Still recognize me?
No mercy. I'll pay it back tenfold.
All the same. Mommy! Life isn't everything.
Tear me to pieces. I've had enough. Get lost.
My compliments. Not even close. Still recognize me? Can you keep up?
Tear them to pieces. You'll pay for this.
Listen up. Let's have fun. Don't run. Keep the dance going. Huh?
My compliments. Still recognize me? You've crossed the wrong person. The world is mine. Mizani, do you mind handling the cleanup? I'm sorry, I just promised you a vacation. But looks like it will have to wait.
Oh, it's fine. Just a bit of extra work. I can't stand by and watch my colleagues getting hurt. Besides, you have bigger things to worry about. Just let me handle this. Yeah. That's the burden of being good at my job.
There's more to this attack than it seems.
The Order must have been behind it, right?
Yes. At this juncture, neither the Fraxidus nor the Physaelias have any reason to interfere. It's some hidden truth about the Order the Sentinel is leading us towards. The traitors must be watching us, knowing truth is on the verge of revelation. I have a feeling that whatever's coming next will not be easy. A wing ray. Let's hitch a ride, shall we?
Wind against my vines.
We're nearly there. That's the Tower Ruins, our destination. This is where my family first found the Vitrium Dancer. What do you see in the shattered stained glass? This seems to chronicle a legend of the Sentinel, and the tale of how the first Primus founded the Order. I've learned of this history before, but many details have faded over time. Well, art investment is one of our family's key ventures, so I've naturally picked up a thing or two along the way. There's a stone tablet over there. It might offer some clues about these stained glass images. This ancient stone tablet bears inscriptions in the ancient Rinascita language, which translate roughly to... Once whole, the divinity was rent by warring creeds. From their holy wounds sprang the curse of dark tide. On this day shall I depart. Though the woes of Rinascita yet endure, the shattered divinity hath chosen their herald. On the grandest of days, the maiden, crowned with golden laurel, shall commune with the divinity. Thus she becomes the prophesied, enlightened one, through whom Rinascita's woes shall end. It seems to be some sort of prophecy. We might have to piece together the clues from both the stone tablet and the stained glass to unravel the secrets. These ancient relics that spawn tacit discords often carry special frequencies, likely the key to restoring them. Let's use the terminal sensor to reconstruct their frequencies and align them with the tablet's inscriptions. The frequencies of these... have been reconstructed. Now we only need to assemble them onto the stained glass. The last step to uncover the secrets. This one shows a man in Primus attire, wielding a lantern-shaped relic to dispel shadows and the monsters within. The last one seems to depict the moment a girl communes with the divinity of Rinascita. This seems to depict the people of Rinascita torn into two warring factions. It's done. Now, let's see. Looks like these stained glass images recount a tale about the divinity. Wait.
What is it?
It's just... the content is rather peculiar. I'll translate it for you. Together with the inscriptions on the tablet, it should be... In the earliest days of Renacita, there were two divinities. One rules the sky and the other the seas, eternally at odds with each other. Amidst the turmoil they wrought, Renacita evolved. In those times of legend, people waged war over their disparate fates. All this was ended by an unprecedented TD outbreak. The Dark Tide, so was it known. It ravaged a great part of Renacita. After the Dark Tide, Napoli, the first Primus, restored civilization from the ashes. He founded the Order to guide the broken Laguna. Yet, not long after, he went to be with the divinity. On his deathbed, he spoke to the believers. Once whole, the divinity was rent by warring creeds. From their holy wounds sprang the curse of Dark Tide. Though the woes of Renacita yet endure, the shattered divinity hath chosen their herald. On the grandest of days, the maiden, crowned with golden laurel, shall commune with the divinity. Thus she becomes the prophesied enlightened one, through whom Renacita's woes shall end. Then, the divinity shall return to its true form, and Renacita, under its glory, shall be a paradise, free of suffering. Renacita has two divinities. I've never heard of such a thing. The Montelli family archives hold many documents on Renacita's past, yet none mentioned two divinities. In Ragusa, the common belief has always been that Sentinel Imperator is the only divinity of Renacita. But if the images on the stained glass window were fabricated, why would the Order deface them and declare this tower forbidden?
There's only one explanation. These are not fabrications, but buried truth.
If this is indeed the Order's doing, we must leave here immediately. North of this tower is an island. It should be beyond their reach. Once we get there, you will discover another truth the Order has buried.
Watch out!
Interesting. They're here even faster than I anticipated. Apparently, the Order believes the images on the stained glass to be real. They wouldn't even hesitate to break their facade of neutrality, just to ensure we don't take the secrets out alive.
Let's have fun!
That's just my field of expertise.
Listen up! My compliments. Still recognize me? Victory favors me! An absurd, impudent. In the name of the Montellis. Surrender. Still recognize me?
Tear them to pieces. My field of expertise.
Photosynthesis. Let's have fun! Don't run! Keep the dance going!
My compliments. Keep it safe. I'll handle the rest. Speak. Who gave you the order? Look at what you've done. Distorting history.
Te la venden a Carlotta muy bien. Excesivamente bien.
Colluding with wretches.
Es para que te gastes las tiritas estas con ella.
The Fraxidus, the Phasaelius,
Pero yo voy a ahorrar
and even
por otro
some
personaje.
Montellis. Am I right?
Si sale en esta versión. Que yo no meto dinero ni nada. Y tampoco hago mucho. O sea que todo lo que consiga del juego, más o menos así, con las misiones y con algunos ventillos o algo de exploración, pues voy a ir a por ese personaje. Si no, de momento, con estos tres que tengo, suficiente.
So this is how you treat those truth seekers. Banish them in the name of pilgrimage.
Please, lower your weapon. There is still room for discussion, is there not, Miss Carlotta? Stand down. Enough blood has been shed today. Imperator would not revel in senseless sacrifice. The pilgrim's sail is for the transgressors to seek rebirth, not for you to threaten our friends. Repent for your reckless words.
Forgive me, Brother Alessio.
Ah, honored guest. You have been misinformed, as the truth is not what it seems. My Lord Fenrico has arranged your audience with the Sentinel. Why not hear the Sentinel's wisdom for yourself?
Of course. If Lord Fenrico is the true enlightened one. However, the prophecy speaks of a maiden as the enlightened one. Is that why you destroyed the stained glass? To pass Fenrico off as the enlightened one? So he can seize the Sentinel's power and rule Raguna?
Oh, you stubborn people of little faith. You've surely been tempted by evil and swallowed its lies. Lord Fenrico is the undeniable enlightened one, and will guide us all. Well, I see no point in debating doctrine with you. Let's move on to a more concrete subject. Now, Miss Carlotta, which one do you think is more important to the Montelli family? Is it profit? Or bloodline?
How? That's Uncle Capello's pendant. What did you do to him?
Good question. What did we do indeed? Quite a faithful one he was. Wouldn't hand over this pendant, the emblem of his faith. But we managed to persuade him. Whether he should be deemed faithful now depends entirely on your actions. And you know what will become of him if we decide his devotion is weak and unworthy.
My actions. What do you want me to do?
Raise your weapon, faithful Carlotta. Choose wisely now. Where shall you aim? Whose heart will taste your bullet? Good. You are a smart one, Miss Carlotta.
Carlotta.
I'm sorry. Even though the time we shared was very memorable.
Excellent. It appears you've made the right choice, as any true Raganazi would. Honoring blood and faith alike. Pull the trigger. End this transgressor's life. The Sentinel shall host a supreme banquet for you in the high heavens.
Farewell. And may you meet your friends where it all ends.
You've disappointed me, Miss Carlotta.
There's a saying in Raguna, even the finest bullet can miss. It was only a mistake.
So be it. I shouldn't question your faith over such a mishap. It is, after all, insignificant in the grand scheme of the divinity. Let us bear witness to the moment divine wrath descends from the heavens.
That was close. I really thought the bullet was coming for us. So, was it all part of your plan?
We were improvising.
Then you two sure have great chemistry. Anyway, those bad guys are still after us, so let's get out of here. Didn't Carlotta say something about an island up north? Let's go check it out.
Wind against my vines. The lovely smell of all my prey. Let's have fun.
I've had enough. Get lost.
Bloom. Entwine. It's getting fun.
All yours. You're welcome. Good. There's no time to waste.
Wait, heads up! Something huge is coming at us! Watch its flames! Quick, get to that clearing!
Leave it to me. Bad timing. Wonderful sound. Leave it to me. Wonderful sound. Down with the curtain! Wonderful sound. Shadow, follow! The show begins.
be scared. Paro is just saying hi. She seems to fancy you. I'm not exactly one for formal introductions, Paro. I know this isn't the first time seeing them. Hello, I'm Ochia. We've met before on Brand's ship. I was in this box. This is Paro, the actual owner of the box. Paro takes good care of me and lets me hang out in it all the time. I've never seen Paro warm up to someone so quickly. It must be something in your frequency that it finds interesting. Anyway, what brings you to this beach? It's not exactly a place for a stroll. So you were attacked by that dragon and fell off the bridge. I'm guessing it was Abby who saved you. It probably exhausted itself and retreated back into your body to rest. I can still sense Abby's frequency, even if it's faint.
What triggered Abby to come out? Something it could absorb? But then, why didn't it work?
That dragon's behavior is odd. It never leaves its territory. Long ago, this place was a sacred spot for the Order's pilgrims. Then, the dark tide hit, and all those reverberations left behind twisted things up. The remnant clouds from the Sea of Clouds drew hordes of tacit discords here. Now, their whispers fill the air, turning this once holy place of pilgrimage into the penitent's end. This dragon of dirge is a local tacit discord. It grows by feeding on the others. We were supposed to pick you up like Miss Carlotta planned, but things went sideways. The truth Miss Carlotta wants to show you lies somewhere on the aisle. But this is not the best place to talk. The mist is thickening, and rain is coming. The mist is dangerous here. It traps reverberations, and when it collects enough, they quickly form into tacit discords. The captain, Brant, he went into the mist to rescue people, but he hasn't returned. We think he might be in danger. I plan to go find him. Once I'm in the mist, my frequency will draw the creepies and crawlies away, so you'll be safer here. Just in case, take this to mask your frequency and defend yourself. Ta-da! Fireworks pistol. What one shot and it'll send the tacit discords packing. It's easy to use. You want to see the upgraded version? Ta-da! Magnum fireworks pistol. Use it to protect yourself. Our troop will bring you to our base soon and tell you the truth we've uncovered. I'll join you once I find Brant. Don't worry. I know this place inside out. For a first-timer, though, it might be a bit much. Alright, fine. It's better you see it for yourself. I'll be glad you don't have to fend for yourself alone. See that lighthouse? It's the only safe place in the mist. We'll head there. Brant might have taken shelter there too. Once we find him, we'll find the truth you're after. The area up ahead is where the sea mist is thickest. Try to avoid the dark phantoms in the mist. They could turn into tacit discords at any moment. We'll improvise. Mamma mia! Tornado Maker! Mamma mia! Mamma mia! Avanti! I'll warm up the crowd. Tempest Show! Mamma mia! Avanti! Figurati! Tacit discords. Watch out!
I can't control my forte.
Avanti! Figurati! The high levels of corrupted remnant energy in the mist are disrupting our frequency stability. I can help with that. See, fighting here is a bad idea. Let's just try to avoid any threats for now.
Play with me. Look for me.
Don't worry. They're just reverberations. potential tacit discords in the making. Some of them are actually our friends. We can follow them to find our way out.
Did it lead us this way because it sensed the dragon?
Possibly. Phantoms are sensitive to frequencies, so navigating the mist is second nature for them.
The game isn't over. Here, come quickly.
I think I figured out what they're doing. We'll be out of the mist soon.
Rochia, you found me.
I'll always find you, but maybe don't do this again next time.
Why? Isn't this your favorite game? I wanted to play with you.
I know, but as your friend, I worry about your safety.
My friend? Excuse me. Are you Rochia's friend? Ah, how wonderful. You're not alone anymore, Rochia.
Yes, I have friends now.
I'm so happy for you. All is well.
Fly. Fly to the high heavens. We are born free, and our souls will soar even in death. Golden phantoms are reverberations, mixed with the frequencies left behind by people who've passed away. When someone dies, the reverberations linger. Usually, they merge into the same cacophony of frequencies that spawns tacit discords. But sometimes, a trace of their final will remains, and the mist shapes this into phantoms. This lingering will helps the phantoms resist becoming tacit discords and instead guide the lost through the mist. If the mist clears, they'll vanish. If the mist lingers, their fate is sealed. It will only be a matter of time before they merge with other reverberations and become tacit discords. Their final frequencies tend to cling to certain objects, like this Lucianite here. I collect them as proof that they once lived. Otherwise, the dragon will devour every last trace of their frequency. The mist is thinning. That stranded ship ahead looks like...
A pilgrim sail? Why is it here?
In Raguna, those who break the law are sent to the Order Tribunal for sentencing. Those who violate the sacred doctrines are branded as fools and sent away on the pilgrim's sail. It's said that when the first dark tide ravaged Renacida, the first Primus followed the currents on a rickety boat and met the Sentinel in person. That's where the pilgrim's sail tradition came from. Now the fools retrace the Primus's journey, reflecting on their mistakes along the way. There's a strong undercurrent around this isle, likely caused by that first dark tide. It drags all pilgrim sails here unless the ship's course is altered. No reverberations on the ship, nor in the mist. The people must have escaped. But with the mist this thick, we need to stay on guard. This way. Head to the lighthouse. I hear the sounds of fighting. Watch out. Tacit discords are gathering.
Looks like our brief intermission is over. Time to let the ghosts have their moment on stage. Come on then. Let the flames of battle ignite our souls.
Is that Brand?
Only Brand would call them ghosts with that kind of flair. It must be him. But I can't tell where he is in the mist. Anyway, let's deal with the trouble here first before we go look for him.
The show's over, ghosts. Time to take your final bow.
Watch your back.
A marvelous shot. You've earned your stripes, first mate.
You're welcome. But if you tilted your head just 10 centimeters to the left, it wouldn't have been the Discord's head that got popped. It'd be yours.
Not on your watch. Besides, fortune always smiles on me. Except in bets. And we've crossed paths with the rover again. Can't get luckier than that.
We shouldn't have let her get caught up in this mess. She was worried about us and insisted on coming.
Is that so? Then our gratitude to you is even greater for your timely aid. To find the brightest truth, one must delve into the deepest shadows. Such bravery deserves to be hailed, my friend.
Where is everyone on the Pilgrim sail?
I was patrolling the coast earlier when I saw their ship drifting into the mist. Time was against us, so I departed alone without alerting the crew.
Thank you.
Don't be afraid. You're safe with us. You've got some skill, you know, holding your own for so long in the trial against the Tacit Discords.
Trial? I don't buy into the Order's nonsense. I've worked hard all my life and stayed true to the Order's teachings about forsaking earthly pleasures for divine favor. And what do I get in return? Heavier taxes. When pirates ransacked my merchant fleet, leaving me with nothing, I turned to the Order for help. They said it was a divine trial and left me to rot. I stood before the Sentinel statue, asking if my suffering was really their will. But all I got was silence. Why should I wait for peace in the afterlife when I could be living for today? How is that a crime? As for salvation, I don't believe in it. And I certainly don't need it.
Here's a proposal. How about joining our troupe? We are wanderers adrift upon the seas. Or perhaps you're more familiar with the name, the Troupe of Fools?
The Troupe of Fools? Could it be?
Yes, we are, like you, by the Order's decree, marked as fools.
Fools on the Pilgrim sail often meet their demise in a storm, or they're swallowed by the waves. Even if they do survive, they still face hunger, thirst, and the unforgiving wrath of nature. Maybe it's luck that brought you here so swiftly, and unharmed at that. Look around. This is all that remains of the Pilgrim sail. This is always their final destination, where the fools meet their end.
Yes, the pilgrimage is nothing but a banishment in disguise. The path to salvation they speak of doesn't exist.
Otherwise, how could this once sacred place now look like such a hellish wasteland?
Wait. Sacred place? No wonder the others were talking about it on the ship. They believed the Order's promise that prayers at the sacrificial arena would grant them forgiveness. They must be heading up the mountain now.
I didn't expect their faith to lead them that far.
If only they knew it was just one of the Order's lies.
Captain! First mate! We're here to help!
More hands make light work. I called in some help to escort him back to the base once the mist cleared.
Ah, the first mate's foresight is unmatched. And the three of us can head up the mountain. But beware, my friend. By the end of this pilgrimage, you will witness the Order's cruelest deceit. The dangers ahead will only intensify.
Please, save them. I hope it's not too late.
Don't worry. There's more to our troop than you think. This wing ray can fly us up the mountain. You two go first. You'll find I'm very convenient to bring along.
All right then. All hands, prepare to ascend!
tacit discords incoming. Stay alert, everyone. We'll improvise. Up we go, Carol! Mamma mia!
My field of expertise. Tear them to pieces.
Leave it to me. These are human footprints. Looks like they're heading to the arena.
This is the only way up. Let's pick up the pace. Be gone, you vexing wretches! The sacrificial arena's right there. Let's take them down in one blow.
Zapstring, the stage is yours.
Photosynthesis, the fruit of evolution. Aerial sense. Mamma mia, avanti.
Divinity above, please have mercy on me. Is this some kind of test for me? I see. No matter how harsh the punishment, I'll take it. Even if...
Even if it means death?
We've never done anything that warrants paying with our lives.
I'd wager mercy isn't on the table. However, in the face of danger and adversity, the stage is set for our grandest act.
Brant, you handle the tacit discords. I've got the dragon.
Of course, but with all due respect, shouldn't the captain be the one giving the orders?
Just playing to our strengths. Take it, or I'll spill the beans about your wine stash.
Why, aye, first mate.
It's time to pay for what you've done, Dragon of Dirge. We'll improvise. Unexpected plot twist.
Tear them in pieces.
The world is our stage. Bask in the sunlight.
My field of expertise.
Leave it to me.
Thanks, but no thanks. You think that little lizard could take me down? I just took a nap after eating its frequency. But seriously, that was close. The fire it breathed almost singed your hair. Good thing I was here to back you up. As soon as I realized it was a tacit discord, I went for it and ate its frequency. Piece of cake. But I gotta say, it was a pretty hefty bite. I swear, I chewed it up, but it was hard to swallow. It wasn't the taste, you know? More like my digestion's been a mess lately. That's not the point. The real deal is, I found something crazy in its frequency. You said you somehow experienced empathy with the tacit discord back in Jinzhou, right? How about trying that again with this guy? Trust me, this could be our big break.
Gehenna, a wretched soul mourned by none. You are reborn to fulfill our sacred rite, illuminate the path of salvation. Become the fiery hand of judgment, purging all transgressions. Cleanse every soul ensnared by their own indulgence. Those who cannot withstand the trial by fire shall forever be barred from our pure land.
See? I wasn't lying.
Tacit discord's frequencies are perpetually fading, inching toward their end. Their only way to maintain their existence is to consume other frequencies as food. The dark tide and mist enveloping this isle have drawn in countless tacit discords. Their frequencies should have been enough to feed the dragon. If what you saw is true, then the Order must have used some trick to control the dragon, making its frequency fade away faster than it should. That means they could be responsible for why the dragon began attacking all living beings, including humans.
In time, it ended up becoming a harbinger of death. I found this during the previous battle. It seems the Fraxidus had their hand in this case as well. So you know them too. Seems we have much to discuss. Our troupe usually earns a living by performing on the nearby islands. Sometimes we take on escort missions for merchant ships as well. That's how we first got acquainted with the Fraxidus. At first, they were just lurking about, raiding ships. But as the Carnival drew near, their actions grew suspicious. We noticed them lingering around a certain sea, Remember Cetus the Tidebreaker? The creature that attacked you when we first met. After we parted ways, we went searching for it to find out what had gone wrong. This is what we found on its tail, another Lycoris. Alas, the Tidebreaker slipped away into the deep beyond our reach. Still, this bloom leaves no doubt. The Fraxidus is behind its strange behavior.
We saw what they did to the dragon. The Cetus's violent outburst must be their doing as well. They say the Carnival is a ceremony to resonate with the Sentinel. Those who claim the laurel may be graced with a miracle, a direct communion with the divine.
At first, we thought you were merely a curious traveler, intrigued by the Carnival and our Sentinel. But now, seeing how far you've come, there's more to your quest, isn't there? Our troupe has always sought the laurel, and we won't sit back while others threaten the Carnival. If they're your foes, then our paths align. Remember I mentioned one of ours who once claimed the laurel? He wasn't with us when we first met. But once we reach our base, you can speak with him about the Sentinel. It won't be long now. After such an adventure, a well-earned rest awaits.
Good. There's no time to waste. Good. There's no time to waste.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to present to you our sanctuary. A haven for all the surviving fools at the edge of the world. It is, my friend. We built this place from the ground up, and I dare say it's a triumph worthy of the ages.
The mist does shield us from the Order, but it brings its own set of problems.
Precisely why we must tackle its effects without delay. By the way, if you'd like to speak with Mr. Bardolino, our laureate, you'll find his tent deep within the base. Feel free to talk to the others while we handle our tasks. We'll catch up once we're done.
Welcome back, Brent. I heard a lot of voices coming from the mist. It's scary.
Don't be afraid, Morias. They're all friends from the troupe. People we've sailed with. You said you want to be a captain, right? Sailing has its own trials. Sea monsters, storms, whirlpools, undercurrents, you name it. When such challenges arise, you've got to trust your helm and your crew. They'll stand by you through thick and thin. And your job is to guide them safely through it all, till you reach the journey's end.
I understand. Everyone has been so good to me, always looking out for me. When I grow up, I'll be a great captain and take care of them too.
That's the spirit, kiddo. You've already got the heart of a captain, and that's no small feat. You're the captain of your own ship. Bravery like that deserves rewards. Here, take this.
Wow! Captain Sparrow's legends! Thanks, Brant. And can I maybe have a sip of the stuff you like to drink? The troop strength?
Ah, well. That's a special brew for captains who face the fiercest storms. When you're ready, your own glass of troop strength will be waiting.
Really? I'll work for it.
As the captain, it is my duty to be the crew's compass. This face must not show fear or sorrow. Those who did make it have their own dreams to chase. Some will eventually leave to follow the call of their hearts, their silhouettes forever etched into the mist. We hope they find their promised lands. The troop may be a safe harbor, but it's certainly not the final destination of their journey. We honor their names and stories in our plays, passing their legacy down through the crew. Beriardi the Fire Eater, Toscanini the Night Watcher, Fernando the Fish Killer. Their stories remain vivid in my memory. One day, I'll compile them into a book, mark my words. Over the years, we've bid farewell to many, and welcomed countless new faces. When I was a boy, I saw the Sentinel's statue in the Cathedral of Mercury. Curiosity led me to point at the statue and ask, how can you say it's the Sentinel when no one has ever laid eyes on it? I didn't know the consequences that would follow. That question earned me a pilgrimage. At the time, I thought it was some grand adventure. On the pilgrim sail, I was cared for by other fools who shared what little they had and shielded me from the grim reality with their kindness and smiles. But all I could do was watch as they passed away one by one. From that day forward, I swore to wipe away the tears of the innocent. Every adventurer needs a rest, and every ship must find a port. For us, that meant finding a sanctuary. When we finally reached this forsaken isle, the destination of our pilgrimage, we fought the Tacit Discords to claim our territory and scavenged what we could from the ship's wreckage. From that, we built all this. Though the night may be long, the dawn always follows. That, my friend, is what we should set our sights on.
Good. There's no time to waste. Good. There's no time to waste.
Relax, young man. Life's only just unfurling its sails for you. Why sit there like one of those dour statues in the Order's halls? Don't be afraid to show a little spark.
I was just thinking about my future. Is Raguna truly lost to me forever?
Some have found their way back, but under the Order's watchful eye. Is that really what you want? A life without freedom? Listen, you don't need a grand stage to leave your mark. A true Raganazi can turn even a ragged tent into the finest theater. That's what I'm preparing to do. I might be an old man now, but don't let that fool you. I was once crowned with the laurel, you know.
You? Are you Mr. Bardolino?
In the flesh. Ha 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 ha! As I took my final bow on stage, a bright light pierced through the clouds, shining down from the sky. And then, a radiant laurel descended upon me, and I heard a voice. It was the Sentinel's voice, ringing in my head. I asked them a question that had puzzled me since childhood. The ultimate philosophical riddle. What should I eat tonight? And they answered. The body is the temple of the mind. To keep your mind sharp, do consume healthy food, such as the Loris salad. But why Loris salad? I was baffled, and the meaning still eludes me to this very day. I've never been quick-witted, though, and the Order's doctrines never quite took home. Acting, however, that is where my true passion lies.
But why did a blessed laureate like you get banished by the Order?
Back when I won the laurel, Reguna was led by the Holy Maiden. She promoted all sorts of grand celebrations during the Carnival, an unceasing tide of revelry. Stages sprang up on every corner of the city, performances dancing through the streets, and shops adorned in vibrant hues. Even on rainy nights, you could still hear music playing in the square. Some performers wove their critiques into their acts. Sharp as she was, the Holy Maiden noticed. She refined city policy with each whisper of dissent. Ah, those were the golden days, my friend. The Holy Maiden once said that if she were to leave this world, she'd want no majestic tomb or a solemn funeral, but the grandest carnival as her final farewell. And then, she really did leave us. The current Primus took her place, and in the name of mourning the Holy Maiden, issued all sorts of bans on the Carnival. But is that really what she would have wanted? The Order's grip tightened, and the Carnival performances were reduced to dull, monotonous shadows of their former selves. One year, I strung a wire from a gondola to the top of the clock tower in Liberty Square, and another from the tower to the Thessalia's mansion. Then, I disguised myself as one of the LaGuardia to fool the acolytes, and climbed to the roof along the wire. Midway through the Order's performance, I hopped on a wingray with a cloudcaster, showering the entire city with flowers.
Yes, it was a magnificent sight. The wingray soared higher than the acolytes could reach. They couldn't do anything but watch golden pink petals rain from the sky for 3 whole days.
They struggled to clean up the flowers from the streets, and it took a downpour to wash them all away. That cloudcaster, adapted from a music van, became the prototype for the one we use on stage today.
Ah, but that's all in the past. To this day, I'm still not sure what crime they pinned on me. Maybe walking the wire without protection. Anyway, I'm just an old relic now. But you lot, you're the main characters of this era, facing down every obstacle with fire in your bellies.
But isn't our fate already sealed? Without the so-called salvation the Order preaches, we're doomed to our banishment. Just lost souls, dying in obscurity.
Life is short, and we weren't born just to atone. The Order may banish us, but they can't take away our right to sing. Death is one of many possible ends, but it's certainly not the worst. Perhaps being forgotten is what the Order wanted for us.
They want to erase all traces of our existence, grind us into dust and drag us into the abyss. But we'll fight the tide and live our lives to the fullest. Members of the troupe may come and go, but they never truly left us. Their deeds and songs are passed down through the ages. One day, our voices will echo across every land. Our words will reach every corner of the world. And by then, even the tacit discords in the stormy sea will know our names.
That's the spirit, boy! Even if I can't earn myself a proper title, I'll become Rinasita's most enigmatic legend. When I'm gone, I'll leave behind a coffin that sings. Or maybe turn into a lark, singing every day and night.
What say you, brats? Do you like this stage design? It could be used for this year's carnival. Our little chat reminded me of those good old days. So why not relive that scene I just mentioned? I still remember that famous line. Even without wings, we can still soar to the heavens. Now that you mention it, that is a very good question.
Please don't mind him. We like our performances big and bold, after all.
That fight with the dragon probably messed with the mountain's stability. If Bardolino keeps moving around up there, it could get dangerous. We need to find a way to get him down, and fast. We might need your help with this. Pero should have some useful items in her box. We've got a cloudcaster that can conjure up some fluffy cloud cushions. They'd make the perfect stairs to reach Mr. Bardolino, or catch him for a soft landing. But some of its parts have been borrowed by other troupe members.
Pues chicos, lo vamos a ir dejando por aquí este vídeo. Llevamos ya buen tiempo de directo, casi 2 horas y 20 minutos, casi más o menos. Espero que os haya gustado, dejar un like o me gusta Y nos vemos en la siguiente. Chao, chao. Hasta luego.